Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. Today we've got another little project on the Peugeot 208. Obviously, as just a bit of a rundown for people following, this is just a little upgrade things that we're doing on the 208. For example, we've done the first video I ever put out, I think, was the floor well lamp, so it was the steering wheel. It was one of those ways around. I can't remember exactly which one I uploaded first, but we've done floor well lights, we've added them in the front. And we've put a leather steering wheel on, and we put a radio with Apple CarPlay on. I haven't put that video out yet, but that will be coming out soon. I have done it 2 years ago, but I didn't film it because it was quite hard to install, but luckily I took loads of pictures or so on the way, so I'll be able to explain exactly what to do if you want to do the same. Like I say, if you've seen my little review showing the 2.8 of everything I've done, you have seen that in my little review. But today what we'll be doing is adding extra boot lights, because the lighting in the boot area, it's okay because it's only a small car. However, I do a fair bit of travelling and it could be brighter because the lighting's just a bit poor. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what to do to make your boot lights much better by adding lights, and let me just show you what we're going to do. So here we go, this is everything you're going to need. So basically, what I've done is I've bought these little LED strips. They're automotive, they're apparently meant to be for running lights, which I'm not sure how they're meant to, because they say they're waterproof, but I'm not 100% sure how good they'd be in the water, if I'm honest. But for the interior, I think these are absolutely perfect, and they are designed to be used for interiors as well, which I'd recommend you do. I don't think I'd recommend using these for floor wells, not floor wells, for running lights outside of the car, if I'm honest. But for interior use, they're perfect. And this is what we're going to use. We're going to put one on each side of the boot and tap into the original wiring with these little, I think they call them Scotch Scotch blocks, where you slide the camera's not going to pick this up, I don't think, but you see that little slot in the you did see a glance of it there going across here. You clamp that onto the original wiring in the boot, and then you put your wire that you're sending off to these, which we're going to extend. Here's a little diagram showing exactly what we're going to do. So them little blocks, which these cables then run into one of these little clips, which then we can send them off to each light. But this little video is going to show you exactly what to do and all that. So we'll get on with it, and I'll show you how to do it a bit step by step, instead of me trying to explain it all here right now. And I'll show you it in real time of what we're going to do next. Okay everyone, so we're basically a day later now. The reason of that being is, one, when I last showed you the lights, they had the short little wires. I've extended them with the little clips on the end that we need. The camera is doing its best to focus on them, but as you can see, I've extended the wires, put some heat shrink on the end, that's one of them. I've put a bit of hot glue just to strengthen them a bit. As you can see, oh there you go, the camera's focusing on that better than it was. But it basically to stiffen it up. And here's the other one. You can see it's got the thinner wire, but then go into the other. The reason I've done this one is permanently or purposely for that reason is I'm going to stick them right here, just on this bottom bit, and I'm going to just tuck the wire underneath here and kind of feed it through here, and then obviously down. You'll see in a moment. But I just thought though I'd give you a bit of an update though, to let you know what the next step is. So obviously, take your boot carpet out. Take these little boot hooks out from here, so the trim is flappy, so you can feed the wires around it easy. If you want to go from the bottom or the top, it's up to you. Plus, if you pull back the rubbers around, you'll be able to easily tuck the wires through. But basically, take all the clips, the plastic clips that look like this, all off around the edges. There. It's the same on the other side, the exact same locations. I take the little panels out. Now the big thing is for the people who are wondering, the lights are 12 volts, because if I grab my multimeter here and I put that to 20 volts, and if I probe, hold on a second, let me see if I can just kind of get this positioned up, or even as you can see, that's 12 volts there. And there you go, I've let the prong off, there you go. So it is 12 volt lighting. Basically what we're doing is we're just tapping in to these wires with oh god, what do they call them, the little crimp blocks. Now the ones I showed you in the video unfortunately didn't work, so I've had to go out this morning and buy some proper ones. As you can see, here's the little splitters that we've made that clamp onto here, which then split them off into little terminals. So you could obviously got this side for positive and this is the other bit, but basically I'm going to show you how this all works out bit step by step. To begin with, we're just going to get this hooked up to the factory wiring and get the factory light back in and start from there. Okay, and the chock plugs are on. As you can see, I've crimped them on to my little adapters and the multimeters in, and as you can see, we've got 12 volts. As you can see, when I pull that away, the multimeter goes dead, but when I touch it, if I can get it in frame, there you go, 12 volts back. So there you go, we've got the crimp plugs on, so that means now we can put the factory light back in its little hole and then feed some wires so we can hook them up to this. But there you go, that's the first step done, easy as anything. Okay everyone, so obviously we've done the chock blocks and we've got them all together. As you could see from the multimeter when I tested before, we've got 12 volts. They're all put in. I fed the wire back up and put the factory light back in. For now, I am going to leave the bulb in it. Once we've installed the new lights, I might come later and take the bulb out of the holder and put the holder back in. I haven't decided yet, because I've already tested just one of these a while ago, and they're quite bright, just one of these, so 2 of these are going to be probably enough, so we probably don't need that bulb anymore, but we'll decide that later on when we test it at night. But at the moment though, what you need to do is obviously we've got to feed some wire to obviously hook up to these that are going off to this side and also joining up the other light. So what you want to do is you want to pull the boot rubber gasket off. It just pulls away, just lightly pull it and it will come away. That will then give you enough room to put your hand kind of beside and tuck the wire through using both hands. Obviously I can't really show you because obviously we're filming, but obviously once you do that all around, as you can see it's completely loose, you can then run the wire, tuck it underneath. Obviously it's still worth taking the bolts out because it does give you a bit of room, especially when pulling the carpet around. And then all we're just going to do is tuck that and feed it into the other side somewhere here and leave a bit of slack, so obviously we can attach one of these lights in. So I'll be back once I've run a black and negative and we'll show what the next step is. Okay everyone, so we've now finished feeding all the wires. I've put most of the rubber gasket back together, I just left a bit loose here, but as you can see I've already crimped the ends for the right connections so we can hook up our little lights. You can see I've already hooked up this end already to our little adapter splitter things. So we're just about to do the first kind of bit of a test light. However though, before I do that, I'm just going to kind of get this up roughly in place, as in get the wire tucked behind back of this and kind of around before I test, and then once I know it works we'll then stick it down properly, because if I forgot to mention, these do have sticky back tape on them. They did come like that, which is useful, so we're going to use that. But I'll be back once I've kind of routed the cable around and we'll do the first test. Okay everyone, so it's the first little test now. So our new little light is in. What I'm going to do is eventually, is once we've tested this, it's definitely working, it's got sticky back, and we're going to stick it just here, or you know, at that bottom part. But as you can see, I've already got it hooked up to here. Now obviously it should have came straight on, but because the boot's been open so long, it's kind of gone into sleep mode. However though, if I click the boot open button, we should have that light still come on and our new light. So let's give it a go. If I can find the button. Yes, there we go. Way! There you go. So that's another one of them in. As you can tell, they're insanely bright, and it's definitely going to be really bright because we're obviously going to add the other one to the other side. But there you go. That was a success. So we'll button up this side and then work on to the next. But as you can see, all I'm going to do is just pull the sticky back tape and we're good to go. But there you are. Job's a good one. And just like that, here we are, we're all finished. I didn't think there was any point really filming the other side because it was the exact same as the other. However though, as you can see, there's the one we did first of all, that's in all working, and there's the other. As you can see, they're quite bright. Now I am gonna show you, we are gonna come back later at night when it's dark, so it's actually fair, because probably at the moment you can tell it's obviously brighter than that one, because you can tell it kind of shines more than that would have done. You can tell actually the new one's already brighter than that. However though, we are going to come back at night and show how bright these really are, because obviously it's still daytime, so it's not really effective. But though, I'll just bring this back. As you can see, there's the wiring. I just put a bit of tape over the positive side, just make sure even when they are covered already, just make sure they definitely can't ground out on anything. And I've done the same on the other side. I left the negatives just fine because the car's grounded anyway. But there you go. But that's a little project then. Like I said though, we'll come back at night and we'll see how bright they are then. But I'd say that's a job well done. Okay, and we're back. So obviously now it's dark, so we'll open up the boot and see how bright the lights are. Oh, it would help if I unlocked it. Yeah, as you can see, it's quite a big difference. Wow. But as you can see, there they are. But like I say though, proper light output, like if there's anything to go by, it's illuminating part of my house of how bright these are. So yeah, this little upgrade was an absolute success. So yeah, there you go. Like I said, that you can get a pack of 6 of these for like a £5 on eBay. So like I say, they're definitely worth the upgrade. Like I say, the lighting output has been massively improved. I will probably actually take the bulb out of this to obviously save a bit of consumption down on the power thing, because I think honestly that is just amazing. But yeah, otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you have any comments, I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you, cheers, bye.